I want to shift gears a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to jolt you. I'm going to get you up, moving around. I'd like you to stand up, find a partner. So find somebody you don't know. Okay, so we're stopping note-taking. Go find a partner, run across the room, find somebody you don't know. Okay, so find a partner. Thank you, good. All right, I want you to designate person A and person B in the team, and neither has an advantage or a disadvantage. So in your partners, one is A, one is B. Decide that now. Okay? What I would like you to do now is person A, I would like you to turn to person B and brag for 60 seconds, non-stop. Brag. By bragging, I mean to talk about things you've accomplished, things you feel proud of, something that maybe somebody said, good job, something that you simply say, job well done. Person A, you will do that for 60 seconds when I call start. We are not starting yet. Person B, you are to be an open listener with bright eyes, big ears, and no talking. Okay? Does everybody understand their task? All right? Get ready, get set, go. Lay it on me.
Oh, okay. Well, my wonderful accomplishment is bringing up my 4-year-old daughter, who is the spark of my life, and who is lovely. And we have a second child on the way, and I'm very proud and happy about that. I'm also an accomplished musician in my other life, other than an academic, which keeps my aesthetic profile in the academic world as wide open and as interesting as possible. Students love it when you tell them you were in a rock and roll band and toured across Canada in the back of the truck. They just love it when you hear that, and it often makes my classes go even more smoothly as they would otherwise.
You built credibility.
I built lots of credibility,
Yeah.
and you're not supposed to be talking.
I can bend the rules.
Accordingly, my publications, however, don't necessarily fall into that camp, but I think I have the ability to separate my lives into this sort of artistic and energetic side and the more rational, skeptical side. I don't allow myself to become over-emotional in my work, which is very important in the kind of field that I'm in, where the risk of that too much emotion is good. So keeping my rock and roll side from my scholarly side is probably the strongest part of my personality.
Beautiful. Stop. Nice volume. All right, person A, you are off the hook. Take a deep breath. Person B, you are now on the hook. You will do the same thing. You will brag with confidence for 60 seconds. And person A, you will be bright-eyed and all ears and no talking. Get ready, get set, go. Oh, yeah.
We're being mic'd for this, right?
I know, this is hilarious. Okay, so I have built a business that I'm very proud of, and I focus on training and development. So I work with organizations and helping them keep people, because today it's it's easier to get a job. It's harder to maintain that job and be well recognized within your organization. So I've designed, developed, and delivered a number of training programs to do that. So I have a number of esteemed clients. They include Deloitte Touche, they include Fisheries and Oceans Canada, they include, I've worked with Hydro, I've worked with Service Canada, I've worked with ITA, Industry Training Authority, and so on. I also have a coaching practice. I feel very proud of helping people move to the level of capability and talent that they have within their organizations. So I work with people one-on-one. And there's our time.
Okay.
All right. Both of you can take a deep breath. Now, just debriefing from that, tell me what it was like for you when you were in the role of bragging. What was that experience like?
I felt almost self-conscious because I didn't want it to seem like it was all about me.
Thank you. So there's no right or wrong answer, but it can be it's a very self-focused, and that's 60 seconds. Thank you. Any other thoughts or comments?
It's not usual to talk to strangers all about why you think you're so great, and so you're like, well, should I really disclose this much? Or like, why are you telling me this? Why did you choose anything? things to tell me about yourself.
Yes.
So it's hard to know what you think is appropriate.
Yes. I think that's a great point, because in the interview situation, that's what we're assessing, isn't it? What was it like when you were in the role of listening?
Well, to be honest, at first I thought, I don't want to stand up. I'm kind of tired, but as it went on, it was a good exercise, because I am one of those people who thinks that an arts degree isn't really tangible. Listening was good, but I kept finding myself wanting to say, good, or to say something, like, right on, or pat him on the back. And actually, I'm not sure, because I teach students, I'm not sure if that's where that comes from, but I wanted to reassure him.
Oh, very nice. It's hard to fight ourselves. I did end up breaking the rule and talking to Alex while he was doing his. But it is hard sometimes. Yes?
I think when you look at that person for a second time after knowing all the things they've accomplished, you just give them a second look, like, wow, this little person just, you know, like, can't believe she's done so much.
So when we're in the role of bragging, it can feel uncomfortable. Have a seat, by the way. Go back to your home away from home. In the role of bragging, it can feel very awkward, and that's very human. So I want to acknowledge that. So if you felt that, I just want to say that is very common. I do this activity with all kinds of different people, and that is the most common finding from the participating in it. And then what's so fascinating is then when I say, what was it like when you were listening, almost everyone says, that was very interesting and very compelling, or I wanted to get to know the person a bit more. How this leverages into resumes is that the big, I'll call it cultural shift between academe and industry is that when you're applying to industry, you need to brag. You need to be saying and not really brag. Okay, so I'm using that term. I want you to learn how to get comfortable about describing what you have done well in life. So in some ways, that's the same element you have in the CV. What may shift is that the style and what you emphasize might be slightly different. I recognize that most of you are not here for that, so I'm going to blast through some slides and then we can get back to your Q&A so we get to exactly what you need.